Hi, Gwendolyn here at home for our maiden voyage podcast of Green15. I'm an environmental scientist and I want to try and help celebrate Earth Day, Earth Week, Earth Month, and every day is Earth Day. I'm really happy to present our first guest, Shanna Ferrigno, an author, actress, and producer, and CEO of FerrignoFit. Now, Shanna, I have your words here. There is no perfect weight or size, but I do believe that happiness is an inside job. How true is that? How are you doing?
I am so good. It's so good to connect with you and hear your voice. I know we met and have personal interest through social media, but it's so great to feel your energy. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
That's good to have it. Thank you for coming, and it's good to have you. First, I'm going to get the pink elephant out of the room. Okay, I have my little pink elephant that I made back in high school, and I have to ask this guy. If you guys don't know, this is the Hulk. I'm a fangirl. I'm fangirling over him, and his name is Lou Ferrigno, Shanna's father. How is he doing?
He is great. He's going a little crazy with the quarantine, but him and my mom are about to celebrate their 40-year anniversary, and they are just as active as ever and trying to stay positive. So they're really great. Yeah.
That's great. That's good to hear. First of all, one reason when we got together over the internet and social media, one thing that I really like was your fitness. You're CEO and founder of FerrignoFit. We'll talk a bit more about that later. And also you love nature. You love the environment. You love going out. About how often do you go on nature walks?
Oh, I'm dying right now with this pandemic to not go out as much as I can. I need vitamin D. It's so important. I just love the feeling of nature and it just calms my soul. So instead of eating carbohydrates that make me calm, I go out into nature and really it's just bigger than us. And it's so important to have something to connect with that's much bigger than us. So staying outdoors is so important for that.
During this COVID time right now, can you get it out at all? At all? Even a little?
Yeah, we have been. I've been visiting my parents who live up north, which is nice. So it's outside of Los Angeles where I am. So with the masks, and I can't get out as much as I want to, but I go and visit them as much as I can, which is in the countryside.
Oh, that's excellent. Now, either up there or where you are, do you have a favorite trail or a favorite nature place? In Long Island, you probably may know I'm from New York originally. In Long Island, we have a place called the Quag Wildlife Rescue. Not only is it a nature trail, but it's also a rescue for like birds that unfortunately have been shot or small coyotes, turtles, things like that. Do you have a nature trail that's your favorite? And if so, just tell me why.
I love Griffith Park. It's a great park near us, but I also love Westridge Trail because you can just get lost and it's not like Runyon Canyon. There's a lot of places in LA, Gwen, that it's not about the nature and the trail. It's more about taking selfies. So I like to go places that are less about being on your phone and more into the wilderness.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How do you prepare? For instance, when I should walk a little bit more, but when I get ready to go to work, I put on my sneakers, I grab a thing of water and I go. Do you have a Fitbit? Do you keep track? Do you drink energy drinks? How do you prepare? And how long do you walk for?
That's a great question. So I have a lot of knee issues and I don't let that stop me. So I go at my own pace and I just make sure to like stretch, connect with my body and my mind because I have knee issues. I want to like, my energy's so high. I want to run, but I can't. So by stretching and really breathing and having like a goal and a thought that I want to have like a word for when I go and take a walk. Cause sometimes I'm like, I'm over it. I don't want to walk. But then I go, no, my word today is, originality or authenticity. And then I try to find things on my trails that are authentic and original. And so it keeps me going to have that word.
And just out of curiosity, do you wear sneakers? I see some people I wear sneakers. Some people wear sneakers. I've seen some people wear sandals, hiking boots. Just curious.
Gwen, I get it. I see girls at the malls with heels. I see people at gyms like with treadmill walking on heels sometimes. I'm just like, no, yes, I definitely wear sneakers and I wear longer socks now. I've learned from all the bug bites I can get. So yeah.
Okay, well, I'm really into this. As a New Yorker, we walk a lot. Unfortunately, in New York, you don't have that many really pretty places to walk. But I'm here in Florida with my mom right now while we deal with this crisis. So yeah, and I'm trying to take advantage of some of the walks here. Not only is it good exercise, and we'll get into that a little bit more later, it's good for your well-being. If you like to meditate, I love to think, think out my situations while I'm walking. And also, obviously, you get a good appreciation of nature. When you're out there, do you try to, even a little bit, whether it's maybe trying to identify trees or appreciating flowers, just from the nature end, do you know a little bit more about that, or you just take it for what it is, which is truly the beauty of it all?
I really just, I'm not one to sit and meditate. Meditating is
Mm-hmm.
moving to me. So I really just try to stay off of my phone. If I see something beautiful, it's so crazy then because I think, oh, I want to take a photo of that. And then I go, no, that's what my brain is for. That's what my memory is for, staying in the moment.
I love them because they're really cool and it shows you out there. You don't have on like a full face of makeup. This is Shanna. This is her. She's doing her thing. I think it's really earthy and cool.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I have a hiking buddy who's amazing. So she'll be like, stay in the moment. And I'm just like, okay, but let's keep going. I'm not about dressing up. I dressed up for you today, but not on hikes. Yeah.
Now, likewise, I put on some lipstick at least, I can see it a little bit. For you science heads out there that may want to try and do this, I totally recommend you doing it. And also on the science end, the Arbor Day Foundation, trees, they have some great do-it-yourself projects if you want to try and do it. Learn about different trees, different plants, different flowering buds, things like that. You can do like arts and crafts with respect to nature. I'm in the middle of one now. I'm putting together a collage of twigs, small branches, and leaves. Just something to do again while we're stuck here at home. And it's kind of arty and it's kind of earthy, and I like it. So
I love it. I love it.
Also, also, if you do one, we'll do one. We'll put a post up together. Again, if you have like a water body, like a lake or a river, I want to do this too. I don't have a microscope, but all you got to do is get a little bit of water, especially if you have kids, and carefully dip it into the pond or the lake and see what's in there. And then if you take another little jar of water and match the amount of water, this is tap water, this is the lake water, and do what we call a 1-to-1 dilution. Put the tap water into the lake water. And then if you have a microscope, you just take a drop, put it in the slide, and then you can look at all these great little critters running around in there. That's the science head in me. But anyway.
I love
it. FerrignoFit, CEO and founder. So FerrignoFit's been around how long?
About 9 years. And what I did is I took the philosophy from Dad and his bodybuilding career, and I made it more into a longevity lifestyle brand. So fit to us is capitalized with Ferrigno because it means focus, invest, and take action with what you want in your life. It's not about six-pack abs, Gwen. It's about literally getting out there, like you said, getting vitamin D, sunshine, moving your body, having, the fuel and eating well so that you have the energy to live a long, healthy life. That's what it should be about.
Absolutely. Totally in agreement. Now, is there a brick and mortar? Is there a gym, or is it now still virtually online so that I can come to you and email you and say, Shanna, here I am. My name is Gwen. I'm a lady of a certain age. Not necessarily. I mean, I'm not in bad shape, but I'm in the middle. But I want to
great shape.
I don't have much here, so I'm lean, but I still want to tone. Can we do that virtually, or what?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then you email, and then we start with my book, The Reset Plan, which is great to reset your mind, your body. Your space is really important. And then people usually read that book and then go, okay, this is because every person's specific. So then they come to me and then we virtually talk about goals and what you want to focus, invest, and take action on. And it always resets. My book, The Reset Plan, is based on every 7th day, you reset what you want for the next week ahead. And then weeks turn into months, as we know, and months turn into years really fast. And people think that it's such a hard thing to do when it's simply day by day, moment by moment. It really is. Get out for 45 minutes, 10 minutes, you know, just if you eat something bad, eat something good the next meal. You don't have to shame yourself. You don't have to have guilt, you know, and just give up on yourself. You know, just keep going. We're human, day by day.
Excellent. And will there maybe in the future be a brick and mortar, like actual place, FerrignoFit, that we can go to? Are you guys thinking about that at all?
Maybe the apparel line we've sold out, so we're redoing apparel, which is awesome. But we used to have at the Santa Monica Pier a big get together called Hey There Muscles, where people come weekly and get together. And so with this pandemic, I'm not sure. Personally, me, I'm outside of the gym more than I am inside these days. So we'll see. But I love the interaction my dad and I have with people online, because I can hit people all over the world. That's the coolest thing. Yeah.
Well, if you do decide to go that road, please try and think about a location in New York City on the East Coast, so we don't have to fly over there. That would be great. So something to think about. How's that?
Yeah, we are Brooklyn. My dad's a Brooklyn boy, so absolutely, definitely.
Okay, great. I think we touched upon this before, but you incorporate walking into FerrignoFit, because I'm a big walker. That I could walk all day.
I love it. Yeah. No, absolutely. Walking's huge. LA is a joke sometimes, because people will drive, 4 blocks, where New Yorkers, you walk all over. LA is more spread out. I always say if you take New York and then you put a rolling pin to it, it's Los Angeles. So it's a lot of spread out. But, I say people stay outside of the gym, especially now, use the vitamin D again with the sunlight and move. Just walk. People think that they have to run miles and miles at a time. Just walking is so therapeutic and cathartic. It's like a dog off of a leash. It's important to get off of that leash of anxiety and depression,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you touched a bit on it before, the nutritional aspect, because I know with me, I probably should drink a lot more water. I should probably eat a lot more green vegetables. I'm not a veggie person. I'm trying to eat less meat. How does the nutritional value factor into this?
It's 75 to 80% of what your goals are. So you can't undo, bad eating by just working out a lot. It is what it is. And they say abs are made in the kitchen. I don't even believe in abs. I just believe if you eat something and you wait 15, 20 minutes and you're feeling awful, don't eat it again. It's about being mindful, It's so important to be mindful and eating well and hydrating. And then I love Previnex products. I don't get paid to promote them. I just love them. They're a pea protein company. And so I love them in the mornings, because I don't know about you, I'm not a big breakfast person, but it's important to eat or have something in your body within an hour of waking up to get your metabolism going. Some people don't eat. So, you can do your fast and things on and off, but it's important to eat within that hour to burn fat and calories.
Exactly. I love breakfast, but I'm curious as to, do you drink a lot of water, or do you do the energy drinks or the vitamin drinks, or a combination of the two? Because I've been trying to find something other than water, because I really don't like water, but I haven't quite found anything yet.
You look great for not eating well and not liking water, Gwen. Good job. I put berries in it. I put that cucumber, anything for taste, but I try to stay away from the energy drinks. I'll have coffee to get me going, and make sure to hydrate. 1 cup of coffee.
Well, that's a good idea. I've never thought about it. It's so simple to put a little bit of fruit into my water. That would help, because I love fruit. I eat fruit all day.
Yeah, and it's natural. Just throw it on in there with some ice, especially when it gets hot in Florida. If you're there for a while in New York during the summer,
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we're almost getting to the end of this. It is a little short, but that's okay. Do you have any questions to ask me? Anything? Oh, what did you do for Earth Day? That's what I want to know. Earth Day, Earth Week. Did you do anything?
Yeah, I took a walk, and I was with my dad. We were up north. We took a walk and we looked at the vultures and them, and I was just like, oh, they're eating the dead carcass. But the interesting thing is that's what nature's all about, is the food chain. And then I looked at cows on the side of the road, and I was like, I feel bad eating them. And like you, I have to eat less meat. So I'm going to really try to control my meat intake, because I love animals, and it's hard. It's hard to balance it. But what I want to know from you, Gwen, is you, ever since I've seen you on social media, and I'm so happy to connect now, you're just always so positive and outgoing. Has there been, times that you've been down, as we all have? And then what makes you have that zest for life? Because it's just so infectious.
I think what happened was, I mean, I always knew science was important, but I didn't know how important it would actually be, especially with this COVID situation that we're dealing with, as well as climate change. And you understand and know all about that. So a friend of mine, and also the media says, so the scientists, let them talk and listen. And Greta Thunberg, here it is, this little girl from Sweden. She says a few words and people listen. Okay, they didn't want to listen to the scientists. They want to listen to Greta. That's okay. That is fine, because if they listen to her, that's even better, just to get the word out. So it's just an inbred kind of passion that I have for science and trying to help the world.
Did you have a moment growing up where you were like, this is what I want to do with science? Have you always wanted to live your life as a scientist?
Yeah, when I was a freshman at Rutgers, I love biology. I love science all through high school. And I have a picture of myself, I think it's online somewhere, holding a plant as a freshman, a little freshman at Rutgers. And so I'm very, very happy about that and very proud about that. But listen, Shanna, thank you so much for coming on board with us. When I do get out to LA, I swear to God, we're going to go have that coffee or that food. And I want to thank everyone else for taking a few minutes to be with us on Green15. The way I like to say, you can be green, stay green today. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, but stay green today. Thank you so much. Take us out,
Thanks,
Christian.
Gwen.
Thanks.